Mga Magsasaka by Vicente S. Manansala. Those Filipino farmers. In his unique cubic styles, the painting used geometric shape and warm colors to highlight their hard work and resilience. It's a tribute to the strength and importance of farmers in Filipino life. Why I like it? I really like Mga Magsasaka because it shows the hardworking spirit of Filipino farmers. In such a unique and creative way, Manansala use of shape and colors make the painting stand out. It feels like a tribute to the people who quietly keep our counter drawing. This painting is important because it reminds us to appreciate the farmers, the backbone of our society. It tells a story about the struggles and crucial role in feeding the nation, which is something we don't always think about.
Hey everyone, today I want to talk about The Camouflage by Gerardo Geritan from 1983. It's a cool mixed media piece made with house paint, plaster, and found objects. What's really interesting about this is it's how it plays with the idea of blending in or hiding in the plain sight, kind of like natural camouflage. Jerry uses everyday materials to show how people sometimes mask their true selves or blend into their surroundings. It really makes you think about what's visible versus what's hidden beneath the surface. Pretty deep for something made with house paint, right? What I like most is how these simple materials create something meaningful. And it's not just about the looks but the message behind it and how identity can be layered and complex. The found objects makes it feel real and relatable. To me, that's what makes this artwork stand out.
Hey everyone, today we're diving into a masterpiece of Filipino modern art, Jose Joyas Red Sorry Manok from 1964. This oil painting is a vibrant, abstract interpretation of the mythical Sari Manok, a legendary bird from Maranao folklore symbolizing good fortune. Instead of literal depiction, Jaya used bold red hues and dynamic brush strokes to convey the bird's spirit and energy. The swirling forms and textured layers evoke movement and vitality characteristic of Joya's gestural painting style. Why do I love this piece? It's the raw emotion and energy it captures, the intensity of the red and fluidity of the strokes. It feels alive. Joyous fusion of Filipino cultural elements with modern abstract techniques makes this painting not just a visual experience but an emotional one. Filipinos Illustrators refers to a group of distinguished Filipinos during the Spanish colonial era who stood out for their intellect achievements and important contributions to society. They were pioneers in education, literature, reform, and early push for Philippine nationalism. This term is famously linked to a 1890 lithography by J.G. Balthazar, which showcased portraits of these key figures involved in the propaganda movement, an important chapter in the country's journey toward independence. This Filipino illustrates paved the way for the nation's fight for freedom and helped shape Philippine history. I like Filipino illustrators because it honors the brave and brilliant Filipino who stood up for our rights during a difficult time in our history. These heroes showed courage, intelligence, and a love for the country by using education, writing, and peaceful reforms to inspire change. Their stories remind me that even through peaceful means, we can make a big impact.
The Spolarium by Juan Luna is a painting that shows fallen gladiators being dragged away after a fight, but it means goes deeper because it reflects the suffering of Filipinos during Spanish colonization. I like it because it's full of emotion and tells powerful story of pain, injustice, and the longing for freedom even without words. Its significance is that it reminds us of our history, inspires us to value our freedom, and proves the talent and greatness of Filipino artists on the world stage.